I gave AI one idea, and it built this. Welcome to VeylorCraft.
Every now and then you stumble upon these corners of the internet. They don't really feel like websites. They feel more like workshops, almost like workshops for the future. And they're built out of things like code and stories and just sheer curiosity. Well, today we're actually going to step inside one. It's a question we think about a lot, right? Is the future all about more powerful software, or is it really about entirely new ways of thinking? I think we're going to find some clues by exploring a place that isn't just talking about what's next, but is actively trying to build it. And this is pretty much the first thing that greets you. It's more than just a cool tagline, isn't it? It feels like a genuine mission statement. It really sets the stage for a place where the main goal is just to create something, well, something that's never been seen before. Exactly. So let's start right there with that foundation. This isn't your typical software company, and it's not really a design agency either. They use this very specific term, a creative tech studio, and those words are chosen for a reason. So at its heart, it's all about bringing different worlds together. You've got the tech side, right? The code, the infrastructure. Then you have the storytelling, the human part of it. And weaving through all of that is this layer of AI, which is used not just as a tool, but almost as a collaborator, a source for new ideas. And when you mix all that together, you get this really clear process. It's almost like the scientific method for creativity. It kicks off with a simple thought, a what if. That idea then gets put through its paces. They test it, they play with it, and only then does it become something real, something tangible that's actually designed to make some kind of impact out in the world. Okay, and this is where it gets really interesting. This is where that whole philosophy gets put into practice. So let's head into the workshop itself and see what's actually on the benches. This is where we get to see that journey we just talked about in action.
Whoa, okay, this is fascinating. So look at this. On one hand, you've got map rates. It's, a pretty serious financial tool for looking at real-time currency data on a globe. But then, right next to it, there's Football Globe, a travel portal for soccer fans using a nearly identical globe to explore stadiums. Wait, this is actually interesting. It's the same core technology, just applied to two completely different human interests.
And that question is really the whole point of the experiment. It perfectly shows a key principle of a lab like this. Sometimes, innovation isn't about inventing something from scratch. It's about finding a totally new use for something that already exists. It's like taking a really powerful engine and asking, okay, what else can we build around this? So it's clearly not just about building apps. It feels like we're shifting to another part of the lab now, one where the line between being a coder and being a storyteller just completely melts away. I honestly just expected to see a list of software projects, but look at the variety here. Okay, you have the interactive globes, we saw that. But then there are AI toolkits and original science fiction and even published conversations with an AI. It's a portfolio that goes all the way from practical tools to pure imagination. It proves that the creation step isn't stuck in just one format. And this project title right here, A Conversation with AI About Losing the Ability to Think Alone. This is where the idea becomes powerful. It's not just using AI to generate text. The project is about the experience of thinking alongside an AI. It's using technology to ask these incredibly deep human questions about what the technology is doing to us. Now that's a clever way to use AI. Which kind of brings us to the last part of our tour. A laboratory, by its nature, is never finished. It's always about what's next, what's bubbling away on the back burner, and what's just over the horizon. And you can see that whole pipeline laid out so clearly. MapRates is live. It's out there. Football Globe is in beta, so it's being tested and tweaked. Then you've got SkyZone, a tool for drone pilots, being actively built right now. And even further down the line, there's ToolSphere, an AI productivity kit, already being planned out. It's just this constant, living flow from an idea all the way to impact. So when you step back and look at the whole picture, the philosophy, the strange mix of projects, that constant pipeline, you realize this statement is exactly right. This is so much more than just a studio that happens to make things.
It's more like a model or a philosophy for creative work. And this message here, it really feels like an open invitation. An invitation for anyone, whether you're a creator, a developer, or just a curious thinker, to take on this same mindset of experimenting and to start building the things that don't exist yet.
And that takes us all the way back to where we started, asking about the future of creativity. Maybe the answer isn't a single thing. Maybe it's a way of working. This lab gives us one possible blueprint, and it leaves all of us with really just one final question to think about.